It's just gonna be a convenient, easy, beautiful dive today. We're both super pumped.
So today we are going on a little adventure. Ready?
Does this answer your question?
You're so ready. Man, that was so crazy.
Oh my gosh, my heart is still just like pounding. We just dropped the hook, really peaceful and quiet.
Previously on Project Atticus.
After spending 3 years refitting our fixer-upper sailboat, we left the United States with only $2,000 and the goal of working while we cruised. We made it as far as Isla Mujeres, Mexico, before we ran out of money and had to find work. For the next year, we did freelance boat repair jobs until we saved up enough cash to cast the lines and sail south to explore the Western Caribbean.
Recently, we sailed to Roatan in the Bay Islands of Honduras, where we plan to tackle some boat projects before continuing on our adventure.
We're excited to finally do some underwater exploration. So we've heard that there's a wreck around the corner. It's essentially just past that peninsula over there, like a 5-minute dinghy ride. Apparently it's a wreck that's at about 65 feet, so it's like ideal for us with our new skills. It's just gonna be a convenient, easy, beautiful dive today. We're both super pumped.
So today we are going on a little adventure. Morning, bud.
Morning.
Are you excited?
Yes, finally gonna move the boat.
It's been a long time. We are heading off to Port Royal, which is a bay about 2 miles to the east of us. It's probably the most remote anchorage on the island. Ready?
Does this answer your question?
You're so ready. Okay, let's go. The chain's going straight up and down, or even a little back, and it's tight. So I think it's wrapped around like a little piece of coral or rock that's on the bottom.
Yay, time to move the boat. Okay, we're in gear. Through the pass, and we are
gonna go make a quick stop over in French Harbor, hit up a fuel dock, take on fuel, take on some water before we head over to Port Royal.
Feels good to be moving again, huh, bud?
Yeah, yeah, it feels really good. Okay, turn a little to starboard. This is an example. Navionics thinks that we're kind of like precariously to port of the channel, but in reality, we're either dead center or favoring the starboard side a little bit. Arrived at the fuel dock, we were surprised to see that there was a large fuel barge parked right in front of the dock, and the only way to access the dock was to sneak into a gap between the barge and a shrimping boat on our port side. Now, the GoPro does a really bad job of showing how narrow this gap was. It was probably only 30 feet wide. In fact, the bow roller on the shrimping boat on our port side got really close to our shrouds. It was practically right above me as we went by. Once we got past the shrimp boat, the area that we had to maneuver to get to the fuel dock was extremely small, and the fuel barge had a couple of lines running ashore in the water, which made this whole docking process really tricky. Woo! Damn! I gotta say, that was a good docking.
Oh my gosh, my heart is still just like pounding.
That was awesome. It's just a super tight little space that you have to do a lot of maneuvering in.
I was like, you see that line, right? Right?
Okay, we're all fueled up, all watered up. You ready?
Yep.
So getting out of here should be just as interesting as getting in. Let's see how we do. Thank you. All right, I got the butt of surprise.
I was like, if they happen to have, I don't know, ice cream, I wouldn't turn it down. And then I was like, where's the ice cream?
All right, well, it's 1:40. It's gonna take us 2 hours to get there, minimum. So that means that we're not gonna get in there until 3:40. And that's definitely pushing it because it is a reef pass that we gotta get through. So we gotta not mess around and we gotta, you know, get there in exactly 2 hours. Any later than that and we wouldn't really have the sunlight that we'd want to get into that pass. Yeah, we're just about there. We're about, boy, only like 15 minutes away. Basically, right over here is the westernmost part of Port Royal. It's a large bay that's protected by the barrier reef. All signs show that this pass is relatively simple. It's a deep pass. It's like 20 to 30 feet deep. The pass is roughly 3/4 of a mile wide, so it should be easy getting in. So we're just about to our entry point. Okay. So we're gonna take a hard left. I'll douse the main, and then just go for that cut in the reef that's in the GPS, and then I'll kind of augment that with what I see and with what's on Navionics. Okay, so we are approaching our pass in the reef. This here is Port Royal. So we got this island over here, which is called Fort K, where you see that beach, and our pass is just to the left of Fort K. We're gonna go a little bit to the left of due north, so we're favoring the right side of the pass. We're gonna turn left and head right up through there. Okay, head right for the center of the channel.
If anything, I would say you're a little to the right.
Okay.
But you look good. Yeah, so I think we're definitely in the channel. You can see reef over here to starboard, kind of where that boat is. And then you can just make out reef over here, kind of breaking the surface of the water. So as long as we're kind of staying close to the right side of this channel, we should be good, because the sun being low in the sky, it is a little problematic over on the port side. We can't see it perfectly well. Okay, we're in. So we are going to anchor over that way on the east end of this bay.
Drop the hook. Really peaceful and quiet. There's 2 other boats back there, but because it's such a big anchorage, we're all pretty spaced out. What do you think, bud? Cool spot?
Yeah, I like this spot.
Get some airflow. Send the "we got here" text yet?
Nope. So who does that message go to, homie?
That right now goes to, I think, like 7 of our immediate family members in the United States, just in case anything happens to us.
Well, mostly so that they can just worry less.
Yeah, although sometimes I think it makes them worry more. Because they're like, oh my gosh, they just dropped the hook, where? This episode. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Give us a thumbs up, it really helps us out a lot, and hope to see you next week.
See you guys. Alright. Oh.
Can you do something with the anchor? I mean with the chain.
Is that what you were hoping for?
Yeah.
Okay.